Hey, what's up? Hello, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, hope your day is going good. If it's not going good, girl, fuck these dudes. You don't need one. You don't need no man, boo. Stop crying. Stop looking on your phone, scrolling, feeling dumb. Girl, you just find how you is. Most of these girls getting cheated on, and they're gonna get fucked on. First things first, we're finna get into Cardi B. Cardi B, she is making headlines because she's at her tour, twerking on this chair. I mean, I know that chair stank. I mean, just stunk. All that BBL juice. I told y'all her BBL is full of ground beef. Expired, molded, like very grainy ground beef. So when she twerks and moves her butt, it's just a bunch of old food up there. Like, it's like, ooh. I be like, whoa. Girl, whoa. But anyway, on a serious note though, she was on stage having fun doing her set for her song Tatiana, because she's a Tatiana. So, you know, she had to add it to the set list. I mean, how can you not add your like life-themed song to your set list? I mean, you're the definition of a thought. Married, having kids while you're still married by somebody else, and, you know, having a baby by the new dude, broke up with him, now you searching for a new man allegedly. Yeah, you're a thought. So she's on stage performing and her seat just went flying. It went like, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? Yeah, it went flying. Now, you know, when I seen this clip, I'm like, dang, girl, why you know, what's going on? I told y'all this before, though. These first few shows are going to be very rocky. Why, you may ask? She barely rehearsed. She's dealing with heartbreak. She has a whole baby, like, on her tour with her. Like, behind stage, she's bringing her newest child with her around. So she's on mommy mode during the breaks of the show. And then she's having to learn the moves and the dancing, and she's flying in the air, and it's just a mess. It's too much going on in her life.
Y'all, the government was out to get me today. I'm telling you, the government was the government.
Nah, but we can't blame the government. But no shade, while I was watching the clip, I was like, how do men find this sexy? Like this leaning back on the chair, giving very much like, help me, like giving very much, I'm falling. Like, how is that sexy? Like, I never found that attractive to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe she's just doing it wrong, but you didn't have to do all that in that chair like that in the first place. Like, you look crazy, like uncomfortable, like this form is not like cute. Like, who's getting turned on by this? Like, I'm sorry, like it was not worth the fall. Then she blames the government. No, girl, no. See how everybody always needs something to blame it on? Maybe it's just you. Like, sometimes in life, you'll get farther along without having to always have a second, like, oh, it was this person, it was that. No, it was just you, boo. You messed up. It's okay. It ain't bad. It's just a fact. But obviously she was trolling, I'm sure. Now, let's chat. How do y'all feel about this tour so far? People are saying it's a mess. It's too much going on. She's trying too hard. What do you think about it? Okay, I want to hear your thoughts. Moving on to Beyonce. It's Valentine's Day, as you all know. And she's up here posting Happy Valentine's Day from Beyonce. Girl, what? When have you ever announced Happy Valentine's Day on your Instagram account? Like, when we, like, what are you doing, girl? Okay. Now, I have some theories. I feel like she's trying to soft launch herself in terms of appearance, in terms of visibility, because she has something new coming out that she wants somebody to buy or engage with. Because Beyonce saying Happy Valentine's Day, she must be feeling really good, or something new is coming out. I'm just being real. Like, something has to be coming.
Happy Valentine's Day to all my Beehive lovers. So with my gold membership of the Lulu Beehive and my spiraling moments, something is coming. Giselle is on a roll on posting twice in the same week, and now with a Happy Valentine's Day post. And let me tell you something. We have not gotten a happy anything in a while. We haven't gotten a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. We're still waiting for the Halloween photos. Giselle, what were you for Halloween? And how ironic that she has posted with this logo, the same logo that is on the choker and on the sunglasses for her Valentine's Day drops. She has finally given us signs of life, and with a new bob, I don't know, y'all. I feel like something is coming.
Or maybe Jay-Z put it down real good this morning. Maybe she just feels nice. Maybe she just wants to, feel lovey-dovey today. But girl, how much you need, girl? Just what Beyonce needs to start doing is posting, okay, I need 5 million by next Wednesday, okay? And then her fans will just automatically do it for her. But this whole Happy Valentine's, give me your money. Girl, we can see right through it, girl. We can see right through it. And it's cool though. Listen, I'm not complaining. This is a business here. All of this is a music business, the music game. I get it, girl. Get your coin. But, I guess she heard the news that she only pops out when people want money from her. So she's trying to, seem, I guess, more like human and more like your friend. But girl, please. I got the sauce. I'm saucy and it's always wet. I never, ever got to use lip gloss on it. Wink, wink. So it seems like Rihanna has made history. People were calling her halftime show boring a few years ago. But 3 years later, come to find out, Rihanna has made history because she has the most viewed, number one viewed on the platform. So, wow. I guess all that hate y'all was trying to give her ain't work. You know what I realized recently? There's a new influx of Rihanna hate. And I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know, what media outlet she pissed off or who she made mad, but for some weird, strange reason, she's always getting a bunch of negative press. Do y'all realize that too? Or is it just me? Because I could just, be tripping, but I peeped that. Anyway, but no, congrats to her. Her halftime show, in my opinion, was the best within the past 5 years. It was the most advanced visually, and it seemed like she just had this feel. Usher's was too messy. Bad Bunny was cute, but it's not my culture, so I didn't relate. When it comes to who did it last year? Last year was K-Dot was T, but wasn't my favorite. Rihanna. Rihanna is the best for me. J-Lo was cute. She was okay. 2021, we had The Weeknd, and it was cool. 2022, Mary J, Dr. Dre. Nah, I hated that halftime show. That was trash. I hated that. It was just too. Nah, Dolly, you lost. But yeah, no, Rihanna, she's T for me. And she did it. And guess what, y'all? She did it while she was pregnant. So she gets a lot more credit from me than anybody else, for real, for real. You see what I'm saying? Her being pregnant adds 20 more points onto her score. You see what I'm saying? Did y'all see that T? Did y'all see that T? Kelsey's bodyguard has came out and admitted that, she was the one who did it. And it's this new video that came out. I'm going to play it for y'all in a second. But y'all, I don't know. I feel like this case happened over 6 years ago. This year will make 6 years. Wrap it up. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of new information coming out. I'm tired of Megan suing people from this situation. I am completely and honestly just tired of this case. I just am tired of the hotties keep talking about it and oh Megan. I'm tired. It's draining. It really is. But let's get into the tea, y'all. People are saying that the clip is older or old or listen. I'm just play the clip.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun.
Y'all know who y'all owe an apology to today? Tory Lanez. Y'all owe Tory Lanez an apology. See, I always asked, where was the driver? The driver seen everything. And lo and behold, the driver has come forward.
It is official. J. Cole's The Fall Off is set to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 291,000 first week units. Cole's 7th number 1 album and 115,000 in pure sales. People are saying people don't realize how big 115,000 in pure sales is. It's not everyone's cup of tea. And you are surely right. You are very right. Everybody can't get 100K in pure sales, or let alone even 100K period. So I'm proud of Cole. He's going around his Honda Civic, as you all know, driving up and down these streets, going to HBCUs, going to different campuses, different, like all types of, he's in the middle of the street even, just, hey, get in my car, we can go listen to that. It's crazy. Some people are calling him performative for being in his old Honda Civic, but I think it's a great marketing tool. You know, it could be performative, yeah, that's fine, but I mean, it's creative. A lot of people aren't doing creative things to sell an album anymore. A lot of people aren't doing things that are dope like that, like touching the people, like actually in person, to get albums out there. You know, like people who met Cole on their campus, they're never going to forget that. Like that's going to be a story they tell their children. Like, oh yeah, I met Cole on campus when I was like in my senior year. It was so crazy. Like that's, you can't buy that. You can't buy that in-person experience. And a lot of artists, they kind of don't know how to create that in-person vibe because they're just so online. And there's nothing wrong with being online, but after a certain point in time, you got to touch the people. You got to. But honestly, I feel like we've just entered an era where everybody just has something to say. Even if you're doing something so positive, like, you know, picking up your own fans and taking them around town to play your new album, there's always going to still be a problem, you know?
What is with y'all with finding these new words that y'all find every couple of months, changing the definition of it and then abusing the shit out of it? The word now is performative. A couple months ago, it was industry plan. A couple months ago, before that, it was disingenuous. So Cole, you know, the Fall Off dropped, incredible album, love the album, listening to it every day. And the extent of his rollout has been to take his, you know, his car, his old car that he used to have. I think it's the first car that the niggas ever had. It's a full circle moment considering this might be his last album. I don't think so, but we're gonna go with that. And he's driving around city to city and he's connecting with fans, handing out CDs, you know what I'm saying, picking fans up and riding around with them for a little bit and listening to the album. This is something that we haven't seen from a mainstream artist in a while. This is hip hop, is it not? And you niggas have taken upon yourself to call this performative. What is wrong with y'all? People standing up for women's rights, performative. Black people talking about the hardships of growing up black and being black in America, performative. Bad Bunny's performance, as culturally appropriate as it was, performative. Kendrick's performance last year, performative. Do y'all ever just like shut the fuck up and just sit back and be like, hey, this is a cool ass moment? I need y'all to really like pick up a dictionary and just learn to shut the
Ow, 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 ow. Moving on to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj's fans are now targeting Kelly Rowland. Now, let me give a backstory to this. So back a couple days ago, Kelly Rowland did an interview that said that who are your favorite rappers? Like female rappers. She mentioned Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and somebody else. But they're basically saying, wow, how come, you know, Kelly doesn't like Nicki Minaj, right? But if you heard the way Kelly was mentioning it, it was kind of giving low-key shady. Like, it was low-key like she was trying to low-key shade Nicki Minaj. And, I mean, I don't blame Kelly because, you know, Nicki Minaj has issues with Jay-Z, which is Beyonce's wife. And, I mean husband, but wife. And, you know, Beyonce, Kelly, you know, it's just, they're all on the same thing. I don't expect Kelly Rowland to support Nicki Minaj, you know. But the Barbs clocked that shade, and they've been on her tail ever since. And it's giving very much messy. Like, it's giving very much messy. And I think the Barbs, in my opinion, I mean, they gon' come for you if you be shady or messy, unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just what it is. People are calling Kelly Rowland ugly, and people are saying, oh, you're not the talented one, Beyonce the talented one, and it's just a whole thing. And me personally, it's just, I'm going to show y'all some of the people's opinions, you know, of what's being said right now.
Calling Kelly Rowland ugly because she didn't mention Cocaine Coon's name is absolutely crazy AF. Now, I could see it. No, I couldn't see it even then. Calling her ugly for any reason is crazy, especially when she looks better than your fave. And you know, do you see the face card on this woman? Like, unmatched. This is just further proof that them roaches just don't have no mind. Like, they just slow, just dumb, just ugh. So Kelly Rowland was doing an interview, and the interviewer asked her, hey, you know, as far as females rappers go, who would you like to collab with? So, you know, she thought about it and she said, Cardi B, duh, because Cardi B is literally the supreme of female rap. She makes good music. We love Cardi B, obviously. It's only a certain type of person who don't like Cardi B, and look who they support. She said Meg, because, you know, Meg is the princess of female rap, and much like Cardi B, we love Meg, so makes sense. And then she also said Doechii. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Doechii's music, but hey, she does have bops. She does. Now, who she didn't mention, well, Are her and Tay beefing? Like, do Tay still stop? Why do her? It look like she got on a helmet. Girl, she look a mess. But Kelly didn't mention Cocaine Coon, and that was enough to send them roaches in a frenzy. So they are on Twitter currently losing their mind, upset, mad, because she didn't get mentioned. But I'm sure, like everybody else in the industry, girl, Kelly is not playing that lady. No, not that lady. Well, her fans are her, no mine. Of course, somehow they try to link it to Beyonce. So I digress. But shout out to Kelly Rowland in a mug that their faves wish they could have.
Female rapper you would like to work with? Who would it be?
I don't know. I really, really love Cardi. I love Meg. I love Doechii.
Doechii's great.
I love Doechii. I love them because they are women's women. I love them because they are pro-women. They support each other. And that's what I know. That's what I've grown up learning, what I've grown up knowing. And I stand up for us. Yeah. And I'm not about division, nor will I ever be. And that's what it's about. Period.
New music.
So as you can see, the Barbs thought she was shading Nicki Minaj because of how she said that I'm all for people who are not for division, and I'm all for people who are girls, or, you know, basically being messy, you know, mentioning all the people who aren't Nicki Minaj. And, you know, listen, girl, that's fine. Nobody's forcing Kelly Rowland to try to be a Nicki fan. Nobody cares about all that. They don't. But low-key, no shade, girl. You think Cardi B or Doechii wants to do a song with you, Kelly, in 2026? Let's be real. Let's be real. The girls would rather have Beyonce than you. And it's no shade. And I love Kelly down. It's no shade. You think Megan wants to do a song with Kelly Rowland in 2026, girl? Like, no shade, but all them girls would be doing more for you, okay, than for them. And I'm being honest. At least Cardi B can go on a solo arena tour. Only way you can do a solo tour is if Beyonce or some other woman's name was attached to it, or if you do a Destiny's Child reunion. And there's no shade to Kelly at all. I left her down. I told y'all. But let's not act like, you know, you can pick and choose for your career. Because your career is not that much juiced up. Okay? I'm just being honest with y'all. Now, moving on to that, Nicki Minaj, she have posted a picture today on her Twitter account. And people are saying, okay, Nicki, I see you giving us a happy Valentine's Day message. But she posted a picture with, like, the Valentine's Day imagery, but it had, like, the USA flag combo on it. So it was, like, USA flag fading into the red. And people are like, okay, Nicki Minaj is really in her politics bag. And I'm seeing some people say she's forcing it, she's doing too much, and it's just a lot. Well, don't watch. Block her. Move on. Block her and move on. That's what I mean. Come on. Be real. But me personally, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the picture. I mean, you all know she's doing her politics stuff. It's kind of on brand for what she's doing right now. But people just in general hate to see her doing what she's doing. They feel like it's just not right. So they're going to find an issue with any little thing, every little thing when it comes down to Nicki Minaj and her politician era. Well, I'm sorry, not politician. Her, like, what would you call her? Activist, kind of? Like, what would y'all put her in? Like, I don't know. Like, what's the word for it? Like, activism? I think activism is what she's doing. She's speaking up for certain rights and things like that, you know. But let's talk, let's chat. Do you all feel like this new era is tea? I mean, I'm here for it, but I just want some new music. I don't care what's going on. I want some new music, some new hits. I want to be in the club twerking to some new Nicki. I want to be boom, boom, boom. Like, me and my homegirls, we are trying to do our left cheek, right cheek to Nicki Minaj's new song, okay? Left cheek, right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you make one cheek go up, one cheek go down? But, like, you, like, rotate it, like, back and forth? That's what we doing. That's what we trying to do, okay? Comment down below if you can make one cheek go up, one cheek go down. Comment down below who can do that. If you a stripper, comment down below. I know I got some strippers watching. I know I got some. Please comment down below if you know how to do it, okay? And DM me a tutorial, okay? Moving on to Doja Cat. The fans are talking about Doja Cat. They're mentioning how there is a double standard between Nicki Minaj and Doja. How come y'all allow Doja Cat to be on the floor rolling around, but y'all don't ever mention this same energy with Nicki Minaj? Every time Nicki Minaj is on the floor rolling around on stage, y'all call her big, get up. You're rolling around like a toddler, throwing tantrums. Oh, Nicki, get up, get up, get up. But with Doja Cat, she gets a pass. So at her recent show, Doja Cat has her leg up in the air, and her microphone is around her heel on on the shoe. And they're giving her so much props for this. Now, me personally, when I see this clip, I feel like Doja Cat, in my opinion, she is a performer. Nicki Minaj is not a performer like that. She can rap live. She can give you that full-on character, but let's just be real. She's not going to hit choreo. She's not going to do all this crazy acrobatics in a way where it's supposed to be like crazy and, that's just not her style. Nicki is a rapper. She raps. She's the queen of rap. So I don't expect Nicki Minaj to be doing it how Doja Cat does it, but I see why people do give Nicki Minaj backlash for it, because Nicki Minaj is not a performer. Point blank, period. And people may say, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Being a performer does not mean that you have all the skill of being a successful artist. Okay, you could be a performer all day and be a trash musician, trash lyricist, trash writer. Like performer is just one piece of the pie. So Nicki not being a performer like that doesn't mean that she's a terrible artist like that. Like I can't, that's just not how I feel. You see what I'm saying? But I will give Doja Cat that credit because she can get on stage and give you like leg in the air, microphone wrapped around her foot, and singing. Now, Nicki Minaj could definitely do the same thing, for sure, but I would never compare them to when it comes to performances, because, like I said, Doja Cat, she gets on stage and she actually has, like, background in dancing. Like, Doja Cat, like, she, like, used to, like, professionally, like pop, what's it called? Pop dance? Like, what is that? I'm gonna put a clip on here. Like, this is stuff that she used to be doing as a teenager. Okay, just doing professional dancing with these different studios. So she just comes from that dancing background. Nicki doesn't. So y'all gotta stop comparing the two. Stop. Please stop. Moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, y'all, she is finally going into anime. Her upcoming series is reportedly titled after her fan base, the Hotties. Produced by the Boondocks' Carl Jones and coming soon to Prime Video. The Boondocks is very iconic. So she finna have the Boondocks people on her new anime. Oh, this might be tea. I don't know. Now, I don't know how I feel about her show being called Hotties. I mean, it's not a bad name. I mean, Hotties, I'm finna go watch Hotties. Well, that's not bad. But I don't know. We're gonna see what's tea. I wonder if the show is gonna be about, girls who are hotties, who, get in a lot of trouble, like the Boondocks and stuff. I don't know how she's gonna do it, but if she's working with the Boondocks people, girl, this has to be tea. You can't, listen, if this is trash, I'm gonna be suing you, girl. Because you got everybody on your side to get you this stuff to be right. And it comes out bad, I'm gonna be irritated, okay? But Megan doing her own anime series is gonna be interesting. I wonder, is she gonna be in it? Like, is she gonna do some voice acting too? Or maybe she's just gonna have people hired to do it. She's gonna hire people to do it. I don't know. We're gonna see with that.
Megan is coming out with her own anime? Literally 11 minutes ago, Megan Thee Stallion just made a whole video saying that she's going to go voice record for her new anime and her new character. The day has came. She's literally doing this alongside Carl Jones. If you don't know who Carl Jones is, yes you do. You've watched the Boondocks. You know who it is. This is who he voice acted. Oh my god, I'm so excited. No, I'm so excited. No, and she better be the tallest, most thick, baddest anime character there is. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited.
Moving on to NBA Youngboy. His Make America Slime Again tour is now officially the 11th highest grossing rap tour of all time. He did $70 million in revenue, 552,000 tickets were sold, and 42 shows, and every show was sold out. I'm surprised he didn't do more shows, and I'm surprised he didn't keep going until he had 100 million. Also, I'm surprised he didn't make more. I'm just surprised because this tour was a movement. Like, people was wearing that green. They was going hard for Youngboy. So I don't know. He gonna have to do like a leg 2 or something for this tour, because Youngboy, you gotta come on. 500,000 tickets were sold. The people love Youngboy. They really, really, really do. Okay. And me personally, I used to like him in high school, middle school, but I kind of grew out of that like diehard fan phase. But I'm a fan still now. But I used to love him back in like high school and stuff. But Youngboy, what's tea with you? I'm proud. You almost had top 10. You almost cracked the top 10 of all time. So, add a few more dates, do a leg 2, and call it a day. Moving on to Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer, she has said that she lives below her means despite making millions of dollars. She says, if I make $1,500, I don't need a Bentley. I'll ride in a Lexus, baby. Now, this is very smart advice. A lot of people who are rich and famous, they go broke very easily because they don't have no proper, like, discipline or management, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people go, like, look at Fetty Wap. He went broke. You see what I'm saying? The best thing to do if you have a lot of money or whatever is always live like you broke. That's how you keep your coin. A lot of celebrities who are living that lavish lifestyle, they be broke behind the scenes. They really be broke for real, for real. Like, they don't really be as rich as we think. A lot of these artists and celebrities are not as rich.
This is part 2 of Celebrities Are Broke as Fuck. Okay, so everyone in the comments was like, go in more depth, explain like how they get their cars, their houses, and everything. Okay, we're gonna get this tea. So when you have a mainstream artist, it's an artist that is an entity, that is a business, okay? And that business is basically being funded by a corporation, a label, basically, right? And so what they do is they give this person the amount of money and it's all fronted up front, okay? So it's a big lump sum of money at first. They get this money and it gives them access to the big house, the car. The car's also on a lease, okay? The cars that they get, they don't just buy them outright, they're all on a lease. So it's all on credits and it's all on loans. Some of them do purchase the property, but then most of them are just leasing. So they don't really own anything besides debt. Now, I want you to think of this like a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid. You have this entity here, which is the business, which is the artist. The artist has a team. They have an assistant, they have dancers, they have glam, they have stylists, designers, set design, all this stuff, and it goes down like a pyramid, okay? The further down on the totem pole is the less and less amount of money you get. They get a certain amount of money for the budgets for their projects, and then it trickles down from there. That is where the haggling comes in. When they're trying to do budgets and they're trying to book a project, they will literally try to haggle down your rate so they can keep more of the money for them, okay? How do they get all their luxury brands? Okay, so the brands will see that the celebrity has a reach. They have a big following, so they will send this artist clothes, jewelry, gifts. As you can see, they send those fake necklaces that like are fake jewelry that you like test the diamonds and all that stuff. All those businesses will send them those stuff for free so they can put it on post, okay? And then the consumers, which is you guys, which is the people that see them wearing this thinking it's cool, is the people that actually pay. Y'all guys pay for the stuff. They don't pay for anything, okay? The stylists want to see them getting posted with the clothes that they gifted them, so then when they put them out, y'all guys see it and think it's cool, and y'all guys are the ones paying for anything. They don't pay for nothing, babe, okay? These brands will literally send them YSL, Balenciaga, like anything, because it costs them nothing to just send it to them so they can make more money through you guys, for the reach of the artist. So it's easy to look on the outside and see, oh my God, they're rich, they're famous, they're traveling, they're doing that. No, they're exhausted, babe. They're going from hotel to hotel, performing nonstop until they're like in their 70s, and they never really reach the peak of where they're trying to go. They just keep going and going and going and going. You don't really see any of them, just traveling, living their life, doing their thing. No, they're stuck to the contract that they signed, okay? And this is how they develop being cheap, because they see that people are just giving them stuff because they are famous, and brands are already doing it, so it's kind of like nurturing them to be like expecting that everyone gives them stuff for free or for a post, because everyone's like, just post it, just post it, just post it. It's like, babe, at the end of the day, we don't live off a post, okay? So that is a more in-depth play on that. And some of these people are like the Sean Kingstons, and I got some tea about Sean Kingston and his mom. He was a client of my ex's, and they gave Scamiana, babe. And I'm gonna be honest with you, before they got caught up, they were giving Scamiana. Yes, they were giving nickel and dime, haggling. They did pay their rate at the end, but it did take months to pay, okay? And it was a lot of the mom getting on the phone, a lot of this, a lot of that. We gotta go to New York to style him, and it was just a mess. But I just want you to know that there's more than that. And that's just a little insight, because everyone's like, well, name somebody, name a babe. I have plenty of people I can name, okay? But at the same time, I'm not trying to out them. I'm just trying to give y'all guys the tea of what the...
Moving on to Tyla. Tyla's push to start has now surpassed 1 billion on-demand streams worldwide. And people are talking. They're like, oh my gosh, Tyla, you have 3 hits now officially. She has Water, Push to Start, and now Chanel, okay? Y'all said she was a 1-hit wonder. Then y'all said she was a 2-hit wonder. What is she now? A 3-hit wonder? Nobody ever says that, okay? Now, when Tyla's new album, A-Pop, comes out, you all are going to be mad. You all are going to be gagging. You all are going to be choking on all your eggplants. And you're going to see who really runs this town when it comes to A-Pop, African pop, and piano pop. Okay? And we're going to see what's tea with that. I do wish that Tyla does a collaboration with a big time American artist, like, well, not American artist, but like somebody who caters towards like, the US, I would say. So like maybe a Riri, maybe a Drake, maybe a Party Next Door, maybe like somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I know she has a Travis Scott collaboration, but I want like somebody bigger a little bit, But yes, y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tap my bell. All right, y'all, be safe.